Hey there everyone. Today is Thursday, May 8th. The time right now is approximately 3:40 p.m. The temperature is slightly breezy but still sunny, 10 degrees Celsius, feeling more like 6 degrees with the wind chill. And I'm currently outside City Hall, the new and the old. I'm going to be making my way towards the lake shore. I don't have a proper route in mind, I'm just going to kind of wing it for now. But walk with me. Some dudes doing some professional recording here. And of course, there is the name of the greatest city in the world. And this is my first pre-recording in probably about 2 weeks. I've had a few things going on. But, you know, I'm glad to be back at it for now. And yes, we are officially in May. And the weather is getting warmer. You know, we still have some unpredictable weather going on. Rain or certain low temperatures here and there. But overall, I feel it's getting warmer and possibly even some humidity coming. Which some people like it, some people don't. I'm more on the latter of that, but... And there's some dudes playing chess here. That's kind of cool. You know, I used to play chess quite a bit when I was younger, like in my pre-teens, and then I kind of just got out of it. But, you know, maybe because I was never that good, but it is a game I would like to learn the art of a bit more. And we have something new down here. They almost look like brains or something, but with different colors and variations. And then of course this is the old City Hall. So yeah, kind of wanted to walk down that ramp, but I think I'm just gonna, well, you know, I don't see why I can't if I go up these stairs and go around, so why not? It's a beautiful day after all. More flags here than I can count. And just down Albert Street here is one of the entrances to the Eaton Center. Okay, so I go up and around here. It's kind of cool just seeing the view from down here. City Hall. Definitely more breezy around here as opposed to where I first started recording. Okay, so I see something, seems like a door. No climbing over railing. Well, yeah, I would hope not. There are some foolish people that like to test fate sometimes. I'm definitely not one of them. So yes, that does close from certain times. Can't tell you when, but and as I mentioned before, I'm not the greatest with heights, so I try not to look down. Alrighty. Just a cool big circular bench. Wow. I don't think I've actually ever been up here. Not in a long, long time at least. But we have an even better view almost. And of course, during winters, this is where a lot of people skate. Again, I'm not a skater or good with my feet at all. But again, something I'd maybe like to learn one day. And gotta love the UFO here. It's always a nice eye-catching sight. So the hours of operation here for the podium green roof Fridays, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays and statutory holidays, they're closed. This must be fun for, you know, skateboarders to go down, or cyclists, though I'm not sure if it's authorized. Yeah, no bicycles allowed, which is fair enough. And that's sort of a platform for, you know, announcers or whatever goes on. There's been some events where people come up and do presentations there. I believe Olivia Chow was there at one point. And I'm gonna take a closer look at these. Well, they look like brains to me. And it is officially 3:45 p.m. It rang the bell at 3:30 as well. I don't know about the frequency of that, but all right, let's take a look here. Memory loves company. Birdo, mental vacation. Pretty cool looking. Do not want to drop my phone in that water. That almost looks like a gummy cluster. Bunch of nerds on it. Yeah, it's definitely different. A lot of variations here. I can't really tell you what a lot of this means, to be honest, but pretty cool to look at. All right, now south I head. And around here you got some of the cheapest hot dog vendors, I think, anywhere. Definitely gets a lot more expensive when you get outside the Rogers Center. Hot dogs go for $8 and sausages go for around $9. But here it's only around $5 and $6 respectively. And you got jerk chicken you can get here too. And I think that one down there is even cheaper, where you can get a sausage for as cheap as $4.50. Cool rocks that people can sit on to eat, or just use it as a table as the other people were. We got a Lamborghini here. Cross here quickly. Beautiful lemon yellow. That must have cost a pretty penny, unless it's a rental, who knows. And of course all of this is blocked off, and if you want to take the Queen streetcar, I believe it intersects and goes around that way. And if you happen to be traveling west, coming from Queen that way, you have to pretty much go all the way around. You shall not pass. Or maybe just cross to the other side. I don't know. I'm kind of dumb, so I chose the alternative. Last time I was heading that way, so okay. And yeah, the remains of Hudson's Bay. I'm gonna miss you. I tried to actually go in, like, when the closing sale happened of one of their infamous towels with their colors. But they were sold out, of course, because apparently they're going online for up to the thousands. So I'm assuming that's why so many people were buying them. Well, at least one of the reasons. You know, just to flip some profit. Got a 7-Eleven that looks like it's almost, I guess you can enter that way, but mostly just completely blocked off here from all of this contraption. Sometimes there's a button you can push to speed up the lights, but not this time. Gotta have your patience. Very high-end steakhouse here. Highs, I think. And not too far from here is the infamous Ruth Chris's, right outside the Hilton Hotel. So I believe that's the most expensive one in the city. All right. Someone's wearing some very strong, heavy smelling perfume. Yeah, this is definitely an area of higher end restaurants for sure. And I'm approaching Union Station. And there's the Lambo once again. Can't say I've ever been in one in my life. Maybe one day. Another restaurant looks pretty nice, high-end. CKTL and Co. Who's that dumbass in the window? I was definitely talking about me, no one in there. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, we don't. Nice try, copyright music. Alright, intersection of Bay and Adelaide, inside the extremely tall St. Regis building. I was breaking my back trying to bend over to get it all. Cafe, we have some people guiding traffic here. Sometimes you have traffic cops, but I guess, you know, that's probably higher budget, so. And I don't know if it's just me, but I think the design of the new Ford Broncos resemble a lot of the old Hummer 3s. And I'm starting to see new Hummers again. I believe they went under in 2009, part of GM. You know, and I get why, because they were really bad for the environment, you know, gas guzzlers and not really practical, but they can't say they didn't look cool. But if they're making hybrid ones, I guess, I don't know, I'll have to look into that, but I have seen a few Hummers recently, new Hummers. And of course, got dual TD towers here. And of course the infamous BMO tower, which I'm at the base of. That guy just somehow knocked over. Oh, it's not even on a lock. Oh, it is on a lock. Okay. Well, he was considerate enough to put it back up. That's good. See, here I think we have an actual cop guiding traffic. So I'm thinking about where I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go at least past Union Station. And again, I'm pretty much right at the core of the financial district. Bank after bank, RBC. And there's a bunch of people behind me, so I'm gonna move up here and just get another shot of the BMO tower. I believe currently that is the tallest building in the city. Until, of course, the completion of the Sky Tower. And speaking of, it's rising more each day. Here's some plane overhead. Can't really see where, but I definitely hear it. And of course, inevitably the wind will get stronger the closer you get to the lake shore. Get a nice sort of shade here, protection from the blinding sun that is gradually getting brighter. It's a bit of an overcast this morning, but yesterday was quite warm. Until the time around maybe 7 o'clock came, and then suddenly got really breezy and windy. I was at a friend's house, and I wore just a basic shirt on the way there because it was really warm, like around 18, 19 degrees. But by the time I left, maybe around 11, it was maybe around 9 degrees, really cold. So it was kind of foolish of me to not bring a backup coat. I think I would know better with Southern Ontario weather by now. It's one thing it never is consistent. Walrus Pub and Beer Hall. All right. So one more block to Front Street, and you know, I think I'm gonna take a right once I get there. I was thinking the lake shore, but I kind of already done that, so I wonder if these are real or not. Yeah, they seem real. Very beautiful. So I think I know exactly where I'm going to end this. Here's where the hot dog vendors will start to get slightly more expensive. Really cool just seeing these huge buildings being constructed, especially when it's nearing completion. All right, so gonna be swinging a right here. Hopefully the wind will be a little bit less aggressive. Really cool looking Cadillacs here, their Escalades. Almost seems like something out of the Secret Service. Got door service and everything. Wow, look at that. So that's a rich guy going in. Maybe off to some executive business meeting? Who knows? Uh-oh. Nothing you can really do because he's going at the same pace as me because of traffic. It's kind of one of those annoying things. That's happened before, where a guy was blasting music so loud it was hurting my ears, but he was going pretty much at the same pace as me because traffic was moving so slowly. I couldn't really get away from him. I had to turn to another street. We have more of these here. And of course, speaking of high-end places, we have the most expensive hotel in the city. Just like buying called the Royal York. Trying to see past that blinding sun directly in my eyes. Someone was eating some Jollibee. There might be some Jollibee for me in the near future, who knows? See what I mean? He's almost keeping a perfect pace with me. Lingering copyright music. And this copper decided to take a sudden stop. Wonder what that's all about. But I'm gonna try to go over here and try to get a slightly better view. Is it? Ugh. You again. It's the Fairmont, and I can't even go across because it's all blocked off here. There's always something new every day. All right. Starting to feel like I'm being followed at this point. I just cannot get away from this guy. And once again, he's stopping. Oh boys. Yikes. So anyways, yeah, very nice sunny day. No copyright music lingering at all. None. Just gonna take a little bit of a dash here. And we have another traffic cop. Oh, two actually. I think we need more of these, especially with all these lunatic drivers putting people's lives in danger very frequently. All right, bye-bye, man. Won't miss you. Jeez. It was lasting for quite some time. I think I'm gonna cross over here. I was trying to do that earlier, but it's a little bit of a shit show here, but this is an area where I usually see a lot of tour buses. Another high-end place. Yeah. Oh, that whistle went red in my ear. Just wanted to get out of that blinding sunlight. Even with sunglasses, it's a little hard for visibility. All right. Got Jack Astor's here. Loose Moose. We got a Chipotle, Starbucks. And another TD tower. There's at least 3 or 4 of them. There's no lack of them, that's for sure. In this area of the financial district here. Again, it's an unusual design. How it narrows towards the bottom. Got some pink Porsche. Porsche, I guess is the correct pronunciation for the true fanatics. Right. Yeah, and it gets pretty congested here. A little hard to walk sometimes. but not so bad where I have to walk on the road, which has happened before. Is it dangerous? Yeah, technically, but am I impatient? Yes. Right. And this, where in August, is where Fan Expo is going to be held annually, and that Porsche is speeding right the F off. I still hear ringing in my ears from that whistle. Uh-oh, another one. Better plug my ear just in case. Nice cool view down there, how it dips under and then up again. Alright, get away from me, whistle dude. Come on. An advanced green here. Alright. No. Oh, hey. Toronto's finest driver here. Literally was almost about to run me over. What does he care, right? Taxi driver too. Yikes. That's why we need these traffic cops. Honestly, there's too many, I'm sorry, idiots who should not even have a license, to be honest, behind the wheel. Far too many. But I digress. So yeah, been up this hotel a few times. Usually when Fan Expo comes around, Intercontinental. It goes up pretty high and has beautiful views. Great view of Sky Dome. CN Tower, of course. And we got CBC News Network here. And you have a nice wide walking space. Even with the congestion here, you still have lots of room. Definitely won't complain about that. And across here, it's a little dark and grim, but it's a plaque of workers that have unfortunately died by freak accidents. 100 of them apparently, from multiple ways. I guess it's to cause awareness of work safety and preventing, hazards or whatever, I've read through a couple of them, but not all of them, and some of them are pretty horrible to read of how they passed. But yeah, safety is definitely a #1 priority, especially when it comes to the industrial industry or construction or various others. And we got more fry trucks coming up here. They serve burgers as well. So here at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, the North Building is where it's held, as well as the South. Speaking of Fan Expo. Lots of people like to dress up, of course. I'm not one of them. Maybe I'm just not that fun a guy, but get to see some really cool costumes. I think there's a professional Iron Man that was there. He had like one of the suits that must have cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Really cool to see though. And of course the Spider-Man one is just easy and cheap. It's just a bodysuit pretty much. And we got a second cup. I'd much rather see more second cups in Starbucks, but it's good to know that some are still around. And I'm gonna compare here. That's not too bad. It's only $1 more for a hot dog and a sausage than it is outside City Hall. But once you go closer to the Sky Dome, right outside, you know, where all the ball games are and everything, it's taking full advantage of that. So, and it raises about $2 or $3. Got a good old ice cream truck. And Ripley's Aquarium. I had the pleasure of going there a couple months ago. Very cool to see. Got to pet a stingray even. And oh, it's just a stop sign, but unless the car is getting directly in my way, I think I'm okay. So up here I go. And speaking of Spider-Man, let me see if I can get a quick hello from this guy. Good afternoon.
Friendly reminder, sir. It's nice if you at least asked to record.
I'm sorry, this is for YouTube.
Photography. Any content at all, you need to be tipping for. It's why
I don't have any change on me, but I didn't plan to see you, Peter Parker.
asking, sir.
All right, keep the city safe. It's a little bit of a cocky Spider-Man, but it was an appearance at least. See, here it's not too bad. Got sausage for only $7, but when you go down there, it raises like to $9. So and got a GO train passing by. And I found the perfect place to end this video. What better area than the base of the infamous CN Tower? So on that note, thank you for watching. My name is Kyle Walker. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, turn on that notification bell for all videos or personalized, whichever you prefer. I'm always going to be grateful, and I will see you in the next one. Walker, out.